everybody. We are ISCA, Indian Specialized
Hi,
Counseling.
Ashton. How are you doing?
I am good. We are Indian Specialized Counseling Academy, Archika and me, and we are trying to give everybody a space where people can talk without being judged, without being criticized, looking for solutions, reaching out to the solutions for the confusions which they may have. So today we are summarizing the entire 10 episode thing which we made, relationship with self. So we'll be summarizing the whole thing today, and today is the last episode of the season 1, which is relationship with self. And as we keep saying, relationship with self is very important. Yes, Archika, go on.
Hi, everybody. This is our last for this season, and we have already talked about a lot of issues, a lot of things related to relations, and we have discussed issue which you guys were brought in, and hope we were able to do the justice and we were able to give some solution to some extent. So today we are winding up this session, and we'll start with a new from Monday, I guess, Ashima, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we'll come back. We'll come back on on Monday. Everybody will get to know what we are doing, but we have to really understand how we are going ahead and what all we are doing. So, but one thing is for sure, that the first thing which we'll do is we'll do some open sessions on making people understand how to understand their own cognition and change it. So we will start by summarizing today's session. We are on the 10th episode of season 1, relationship itself. And we know we have spoken in all the episodes about the various components and aspects. I'll quickly wrap up and summarize, and then we'll give the platform to everybody, Archika, and you to talk to the people and understand what exactly, because there'll be a lot of people who can come back and understand and listen to what is going to be the main components of improving the relationship with self. So, to build a positive
So I think,
relationship with
Ashima,
one.
before that, we can just give a glimpse of the next season, what me and you are planning. Next season will touch all the, very common things, very common day-to-day life related issues, like what we deal with and what we are having inside, like attitude, what it is, stereotyped, the words we use to describe a person, whereas it's just a word, but it has a lot to say. So we'll talk like this, I think we discussed before, that we'll get all these things, the behavior thing, the types of behavior and how to change and everything, attitude, how we make attitude, and social things and everything, all these common life related issues will brought in.
Definitely, I think everybody will have to stay tuned to understand what we're going to do in the season 2, and probably they'll get to know with the uh, updations which we do, or I'll be talking to Tapsi and Anand, and let's understand. So let's just quickly wrap up and summarize whatever we have done all through. There were deviations, but let's understand what is building a positive relationship with oneself and what does it involve. When we talk about building a relationship itself, the most important thing is that you have to know yourself. And how do you know yourself? You know yourself by being self-aware. And how do you get that self-awareness? It is by recognizing and understanding one's own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. You have to be mindful of your own personal strengths and areas for growth. Yesterday, when I was reading Raj Yoga, there was this beautiful thing which Swami Vivekananda says. He says, whatever goes round, come backs around. So you have to really be sure what thoughts, what emotions, what feelings you're talking about your own self. Because whatever will you say will complete a whole circle and come back to you. So better be mindful, better be self-aware, what you want, how you want. And the second point is self-acceptance. You have to learn to accept yourself for who you are. You can't be so critical of yourself that you always keep criticizing yourself. You'll have to try to be your best friend. You can't be your biggest enemy. And as I keep saying, उद्रेत आत्मना आत्मानम न आत्मना अवसादयेत आत्मेव ही आत्मनः बंधुर आत्मेव रिपुर आत्मनः. You have to be your biggest friend. And for that, you have to learn to self accept. You have to learn to accept that you can't be the best all the time. You can make mistakes. You can't judge yourself for being wrong. You have to acknowledge your feelings. You have to acknowledge and you have to accept your strengths and weaknesses and you have to act on it. That is the 3A rule. And then you have to have self compassion. You have to treat yourself with understanding and empathy. And you have to understand that when there are difficult times, you have to learn to love yourself. You have to have an inner dialogue with yourself instead of just criticizing. And then we talk about self esteem, developing a positive and realistic evaluation of one's own worth, avoiding self-criticism and negative self-talk. So you'll have to be a big friend of your own self. And the next point is, guys, have a growth mindset. Believe that you have the potential of growing. You have to develop. You have to face the challenges. You have to see what are your opportunities. You have to learn and improve as a person. And you have to try to connect yourself at the inner levels. And definitely, the next point is positive self talk. You have to have a positive self talk with yourself. You have to cultivate an optimistic and encouraging inner dialogue. You can't say, I'm so bad, I'm so bad. मैं तो कितना खराब हूँ, मैं तो कितनी खराब हूँ. You have to learn to challenge negative thoughts. You have to replace them by constructive affirmations. You have to tell yourself where you are good and how you can make yourself better. And for that, next point is goal setting. You have to establish realistic goals with yourself. You have to have achievable goals for personal and professional development. You have to celebrate your victories. आप अपनी खुशी को अपनी विक्ट्री को सेलिब्रेट कीजिए. यू कांट जस्ट लेट इट बी. आप खुद को हमेशा ये नहीं कह सकते हैं अच्छा चलो ये अचीव कर लिया अभी दूसरे पॉइंट पे चलो. उसको सेलिब्रेट करो, उसको एंजॉय करो. And then next point, as Archika keeps saying, self-care. Prioritize physical, emotional and mental well-being. When we talk about self-care, it can't be just taking care of your physical body. You have to connect to yourself at emotional and mental also. So, physical, emotional and mental well-being. You have to engage in activities which make you feel relaxed, entertained and rejuvenated. And the next point is being mindful. You have to be present in the present moment. You can't be a monkey mind traveling to various locations at the same time. If I'm having my food, to enjoy it. To you to learn to enjoy it. So we have to have that
Ashima, your
awareness
voice is
of where
breaking in
we are
between.
instead of being physically present and mentally absent. Okay, did you get the mindfulness? Can you hear me?
Just words, one or two words. No, yeah, now you're audible. You're clear.
Absolutely. So I was talking about being mindful and not being a monkey mind. So it is very important to be mindful and not be a monkey mind. Be present where you are instead of being physically present and mentally absent. And the 10th point is, guys, resilience. We have to develop resilience, which means we have to be able to bounce back. We have to be able to the setbacks which come our way. We can't go double force. We have to learn from the failures and we have to make them the opportunities of growth. So I've talked about 10 points of connecting to yourself, having a positive and a better relationship with yourself. I'll just halt here. I'll have our Chika barging in and we will want anybody else who has something to add or to ask. I said 10 points of having a positive relationship with yourself. Please come in onto the speaker panel if you have something to ask, something to say, something to add. Archika, over.
Thank you, Ashima. I think you have said it all, and as you summarize everything very beautifully and very nicely. Now I think we should ask people down there whosoever wants to join speaker panel, and if they want to discuss anything related to our 10 sessions, or if they want to come up and talk about anything related to their personal thing they want to share, or professional, or anything, or they want us to discuss something particular. As
Now,
I
I
was
would say
saying,
not anything, Archika. Right now, we are summarizing the whole thing. So I would want everybody to focus on the relationship which they have, the
actually,
relationship
we were getting a
which they
message
share
down.
with their own
Pradeep was
selves.
Pradeep was saying that can you chat with me? So I didn't understand that does he want to come up and speak or he's not getting the how to join panel or something? Pradeep, do you want to speak? Should we invite you on a speaker panel?
At times, the new people did. Yeah, let's invite him. I can't see him. 1 minute. Yes, he is. Pradeep, I've invited you, dear. Please join the speaker panel and let me see if he's new or he's already been there. Just a second. I think my network is playing a little tune of dance. So
Yeah,
let me
it
just have
is
Pradeep coming
happening like
in.
that.
Pradeep is new, so he doesn't know much. He doesn't know much. Yeah. All right, let's see who all are there and if they want to say anything on the first 10 pointers of self relationship. Kanchan, Pradeep, Harshit, Shri, Kree, Kanan, and Gaurav and Suraj. Guys, come on board. You don't have anything to say? You don't have anything to ask? कुछ नहीं बोलना है कुछ नहीं कहना है अपने बारे
Ashima, your voice is breaking. We can't hear you.
में बोले जो हम
Okay,
बात कर
Harshit
रहे
is there,
थे नौ
Ashima.
सेशन think I want to say that some things on you have worked so far तो आप सीखने की कोशिश की है या कोई चैलेंज
Ashima, you are not audible at all.
I am
Okay,
not
Harshit, can
speaking my
you?
dear now
No, when you were talking
can
to,
you
you were
hear me
not
now
audible.
Archika
Yeah, now it's clear, but your
am
network
I
is
audible now
actually, yeah, now it's better. Harshit is there. I think he wants to say something.
yeah
I want to ask one thing
Okay.
that why it is so easy to do negative self-talk as compared to the positive self-talk.
Because the negative self-talk, when you start doing, you are not putting that much efforts what you need to put to make it positive. Okay. When somebody is saying you that you have to study hard to get this much marks, so you actually have to spend a lot of time, efforts, and your,
the very
100%.
first point Archika I would like to highlight here is because we have been programmed that way Harshit we have been programmed it is very easy to talk negative instead of making it positive and talking positive so it will take a challenge it is a challenge to make yourself positive so that's where we have to learn to understand did that make the point clear Archika Harshit
Yes, ma'am.
you
Means we have to put effort to in doing this positive self-talk.
Actually, Harshit, we always, sorry, Ashma, can I take it? Okay. So, Harshit, we always get into a comfort zone and things which are taking less effort and less of our taking where we are not, doing a lot of things. We are using our, how should I tell you? I mean, where we are not comfortable, the sense of comfortable is not there, so it's very hard for us. So when it's negativity is there, one thought is coming, another thought is coming along with it. Okay, it's like a water. You are putting one drop, you are adding another drop, and it get mixed in it. Fine, you cannot separate करना मुश्किल हो जाता है कि first drop कौन सी थी और second drop कौन सी थी. It's negative thoughts. You keep on putting the drops and they keep on adding it and it will dilute in it and you cannot separate and you cannot make out that what was the first thought came into your mind and now why they're coming again and again and again. But when it comes to the positivity, it's like one positive thought comes like I need to study. Now I need to study. There is a point where you get stuck. Okay, when I need to study, so I have to spend this much time. This much course is there. When our brain start, the programming start, like we start analyzing and do this. What are the barricades are there? Books, syllabus, course, this much, that much, marks, questions, everything like that. हम लोग ज्यादा जो कंसंट्रेशन होता है हमारा हर्डल्स पे जाता है उनको क्रॉस करने के ऊपर नहीं जाता है बट व्हेन वी टॉक टू नेगेटिविटी तो नेगेटिविटी जो है हमें वो कंफर्ट दे
Yeah,
रही
we are
होती है
negatively programmed. हमारी प्रोग्रामिंग क्या है, हम पहले सोचते अरे can I barge in? Can you hear me?
या प्लीज
So as Archika is saying, जब हम ग्लास को देखते हैं, एक बहुत छोटी सी और एक बहुत क्लिशेड एनालॉजी है. When you look at a glass, what is the thing which most of the people say? ग्लास में पानी आधा है के ग्लास आधा खाली है. That is with the perception and the thought process. हमने हर चीज को इतना नेगेटिवली करना सोचा सीखा हुआ है. नॉट दैट वी आर बैड, बट हमारी सोसाइटी कहीं ना कहीं नेगेटिव हो गई है. हम लोगों का फियर फैक्टर इतना प्रिडोमिनेंट हो गया है हर्षित कि हम लोग किसी भी चीज को पहले पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट को सोच ही नहीं पाते हैं. हमारे मन में पहले ही नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट आता है और चैलेंज उसी नेगेटिविटी को पॉजिटिविटी में चेंज करने का है. पहले हमने बेबी स्टेप्स ले लेके अपने आप को नेगेटिवली प्रोग्राम किया. अब हम बेबी स्टेप्स ले लेके अपने आप को पॉजिटिवली प्रोग्राम करेंगे. सो हमें अनप्रोग्राम करना है और रीप्रोग्राम करना है. सो दैट इज वाई व्हेन वी से कॉग्निशन, इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोसेसिंग, दैट्स वेयर इज द चैलेंज. वी हैव टू लर्न टू कैच आवर नेगेटिव थॉट्स. सबसे पहला काम यही है. You have to learn to catch your negative thoughts. जैसे ही नेगेटिव थॉट आए, आई थिंक वी हैव सेड दिस अर्लियर ऑल्सो, जैसे ही नेगेटिव थॉट आए, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं आएगी. इस दुनिया में कोई भी इंसान ऐसा नहीं है जिसको नेगेटिव थॉट्स नहीं आती हैं, बैड थॉट्स नहीं आती हैं. हम सबको आती हैं. But the challenge and the beautiful part is that what we'll have to do is we'll have to connect to that negative thought and we'll have to understand, अरे ये तो नेगेटिव है, इस नेगेटिव थॉट को मैं पॉजिटिव कैसे बनाऊं. दैट्स द चैलेंज. एंड वही चैलेंज हर्षित यू हैव टू टेक. यू हैव टू कॉग्निटिवली कैच दैट नेगेटिव थॉट और वहीं पे हम बहुत धीरे धीरे समझदारी की तरफ चलते चले जाएंगे. हर्षित, एम आई मेकिंग माई पॉइंट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am. Means we have to
I just
until
couldn't
it
hear
becomes a
you in
habit
between.
or a nature.
हर्षित क्या बोल रहे हो?
I'm saying that we have to put the effort until it becomes a habit or nature.
Actually, you were not audible at
Archika,
all,
your
Ashima, and I think
network,
we both are
your
traveling
network
today,
was,
so it's really getting
Archika,
hard to catch with
Archika,
network.
your network was lost. So हर्षित, कैन यू रिपीट? मैंने जो भी बोला, क्या आप उसको रिपीट कर सकते हो?
Yeah, I agree.
हर्षित, कैन यू रिपीट?
Yes, ma'am. I'm saying that we have to
क्या एफर्ट डालोगे? What?
uh, firstly identifying the what are our negative
Yes.
patterns and then correcting
Yes.
them.
तो प्रोसेस क्या है हर्षित? बहुत सी नेगेटिव थॉट्स आती हैं, हमें पता नहीं चलता और हम एक नेगेटिव पैटर्न या लूप में चले जाते हैं. तो हमें अपनी थॉट के साथ कनेक्ट करना होगा. अभी तुम्हारे दिमाग में कोई थॉट्स आ रही हैं हर्षित? लेट्स डू एन एक्सपेरिमेंट हियर. अभी जब तुम यहाँ बात कर रहे हो, तुम्हारे दिमाग में क्या थॉट्स आ रहे हैं?
or just related to this cast?
नहीं, कुछ भी आ रहा होगा, अच्छा बुरा, क्वेश्चन, क्यूरियोसिटी, कुछ तो आ रहा होगा. कोई थॉट आ रही है जब आप अभी बात कर रहे हो? एनी थॉट? एनीबडी एल्स? यू नो, वी वांट टू डू अ लिटिल exercise here, how you can change your cognition, you know, how you challenge your negative thoughts, or how you cognitively understand that your thoughts are pushing you into a negative loop or pattern, and how do we change them into becoming positive. आई थिंक अर्चिका मंडे को यही एक्सरसाइज सब लोगों के साथ करते हैं, राइट? आई थिंक अर्चिका इज नॉट. कैन यू ऑल हियर मी? कैन यू राइट अ yes or a no if can you hear me? मेरी आवाज आप सभी को आ रही है? कैन यू ऑल हियर मी?
Yes,
Arshit?
ma'am. You are audible, but Archika ma'am is not there.
Not Archika ma'am is not. So that is what I'm saying. नीचे सब लोग जो हैं वो यहाँ पर हैं कि नहीं? एक हेलो लिख दो यार. Just say yes, we can hear you. Gaurav, Suraj, Kri, Shri, Pradeep, Kanchan, Noor, Baldev, Sajil. Just write a hello. Hello, we can hear you. Hello. चलो एक क्विज खेलते हैं. मैंने अभी 10 points बताए हैं आप सबको. So those who have not heard the 10 major points of having a beautiful relationship with yourself, you'll have to go back. Now there are 10 more. Before we go on to those 10, I would be asking questions. Are you all ready? अरे भाई, आज हमारी आवाज नहीं सुनाई दे रही है किसी को भी. हर्षित, तुम्हें सुनाई दे रही है, बाकी किसी को नहीं सुनाई दे रही है. Okay, let me just invite Baldev, Sharjil, Noor, Shri. I've invited some people. Let's see if they come.
Hello, ma'am.
Harshit, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Shri has come in. Gaurav has come in. Shri and Gaurav, let's hear from you.
Yes, ma'am. Am I on?
Yes, you are.
को शायद नहीं दिख रहे होंगे, नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम की वजह से
हाँ,
हो सकता है.
comments.
हाँ, बहुत सारे
Comment.
कमेंट्स किए हमने, सबने किए.
एक second. Why can't I see? Just a minute.
मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम.
मैं तो एक ही जगह पर हूँ. मेरे नेटवर्क में क्या लोचा हो गया? क्या क्या लिखा है गौरव, पढ़ के बताओ.
जब आपने पूछा कि हाँ, हम सबने यस यस बोला है, सबने ओके मैम, यस मैम. अब मेरी आवाज आ रही है, सुन रहे हो, बोल रहे थे, तो हम लोगों ने बोला कि यस यस यस.
Why is it that I can't?
Yeah.
Now I can see, and I see yes from Harshit Baldev. I say I will have, was it? Patiala. All right, everybody. There's a small quiz. Gaurav is here. Shri came in and she went back. And Archika, I hope she is in the network zone because she's traveling as we have a workshop in a college. We are going to be in a college today where there are 200 girls and we are going to do a mental well-being workshop on ground here, guys. So that's the reason Archika is traveling. And I have reached the location, so I'm sitting nicely and quietly. So, it'll be lovely to interact with 100, I think they're going to be 200. Let's see what is the total score. So हम यहाँ पर हैं. We are going to be doing a mental well-being workshop here. So as I said that we have already done 10 points of having a great relationship with yourself, and I'm going to take on a quiz. Are you all ready for a quiz?
Ma'am, I want to ask something.
Go on.
सेल्फ टॉक के बारे में है.
हाँ.
जैसे अर्शित पूछ रहा था.
हाँ.
So, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैं जब स्टेज पे कहीं जाऊं या फिर कहीं बात करने के लिए जाऊं, तब मैं अपने आप को अगर बोलूं कि आई एम गुड, आई एम बेस्ट, ऐसे करके, और या फिर उदाहरण के लिए अगर मैं पढ़ाई कर रहा हूं और मेरा रिजल्ट जब आता है, जब मैं रिजल्ट को देखता हूँ, तो वो मेरे को ज्यादा इंकरेज करता है। और कई बार ज्यादा सेल्फ टॉक करने से भी अ, आपको आपको काम करने से रोकता है, वो ऐसे शायद मुझे लगता है। कहने का मतलब है कि रियलिटी जो आपको शो करती है, रिजल्ट जो शो करती है, वो ज्यादा इंकरेज करती है आपको, और आपके कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए भी वो ज्यादा।
एब्सोल्युटली गोज विदाउट सेइंग गौरव, जब आप मेहनत कर रहे हो, गोल सेटिंग कर रहे हो, आप कुछ चीजें अचीव कर रहे हो, वे आपके कॉन्फिडेंस को बढ़ाती हैं। मगर अगर आप स्टेज के ऊपर जाके एक बात करने वाले हो और आपको एक एंजाइटी हो रहा है या स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, तो उस टाइम पे आप क्या करते हो? उस टाइम पे आप अपने आप को एक पॉजिटिव टॉक देते हो। कैसी? सिर्फ ये नहीं कह के, डेफिनेट ऐसे भी ठीक है, अगर आप अपने आप से इंक्लाइंड हो और आप अपने बारे में जानते हो, सो यू से आई एम द बेस्ट, बट आप उसको एक एविडेंस भी देते हो। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसा आपने अपना रिजल्ट बोला, सो लेट्स से यू आर गोइंग टू डू अ टॉक ऑन मेंटल वेल-बीइंग, ओके? सो व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू डू अ टॉक ऑन मेंटल वेल-बीइंग and you're going on the stage and you tell yourself, well Gaurav, it is going to be a beautiful talk because you have done your research well and you know the pointers, and you have to make sure that everybody gets involved and you have an interactive session. So when you're doing a talk like this, you are not just plain using affirmations. You're talking to yourself, you're giving reasoning, you're adding elements to make that talk an impressive one, and a talk for which your mind will think on the other side. आप अपने दिमाग को जो भी देते हो ना सोचने के लिए, वो उसी डायरेक्शन में सोचता है। अगर मैं खुद को बोलूं आज मेरी वर्कशॉप है, यहाँ पे मेरे सामने 200 लड़कियां होने वाली हैं और मुझे उन लोगों से एक अच्छा इंटरेक्शन बनाना है, एंड आई हैव टू मेक श्योर आई इन्वॉल्व ऑल ऑफ देम. आई हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट ऑल ऑफ देम फील दैट देयर इज समथिंग टू टेक बैक होम, and I will give my best performance, and I will make sure that whatever questions they have, if I don't know them, I will not try to cover it up in wrong ways. Either I will throw it back on them, and probably there'll be a convincing answer somewhere, or I'll tell them that I'll get back to you. You understand this, Gaurav?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Now, does that make sense now?
Yes, it makes sense.
All right, thank you. Anybody else who has a question? And Archika is back. Archika, are you back?
Don't know whether I'm back completely because the way is such in between, I'm losing it. The network is actually playing it well.
And the Mensa has a beautiful, this thing that the moment somebody starts losing the network, it will start showing a sign. So we can see that sign sometimes coming to your thing. All right. So
I just wanted to add up one thing. Whatever you said, you explained it very nicely to Gaurav. That self-talk is something, Gaurav, it's work as a programming. Like we do the coding in our program in IT, in computer and languages, C++, VB and Java or SQL, whatever. So self-talk is that programming. It is not like that today you are saying
you are saying that
and tomorrow and just after programming is happening in your mind, in your subconscious. Am I audible?
So Archika, we lost you a little again. Yeah, we lost you a little again. So वो radio वो अड़ जाता था ना लंबा सा, something like that happened.
So I'll just say it very quickly. The self-talk is a programming you are doing to your mind. So if you're talking positive and you are doing all positive talk, so it's a programming happening.
Right. So you program yourself in positive ways towards
your mind. And when you execute the program, when you play this enter button, when you are actually ready to perform.
Right. All right, everybody, I'm giving you the first question. Let's see who has an answer. What is the foundation of building a positive relation with oneself? The question is, what is the foundation of building a positive relation with oneself? You can give a 2-word answer or a 1-sentence answer. Who can give it? Who would want to give it? What is the foundation of, and there we have okay. YOLO. YOLO Polo? Hi.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Did you hear the question or you've just joined, my dear?
I just joined.
All right. So my question, YOLO Polo, and to everybody also, just listen to it if you want to answer. The question is, what is the foundation of building a positive relationship with oneself? One, two, or one
Okay.
sentence answer. Yeah, go on.
Okay, it would be first of all understanding
Okay.
the situations happening not from your side but from the other person's side as well. So
Okay.
that's because not misconceptions happening between you will definitely give you a long time relationship in my
All
side.
right. All right. What you said makes sense, dear. That, it is all about understanding. So understanding what? Understanding who you are, what you are, and the two words which I want to give before I give, let me ask anybody else. What is the foundation of building a positive relation with oneself, guys? Come on. Hello, Shuchi. Baldev, accept and respect yourself. Very good. That's wonderful, Baldev, what you said. You have to accept. So you have to be aware. You have to be self-aware and you have to accept. So self-awareness, self-acceptance, and respect for yourself. So when you say acceptance, it actually involves a lot of things, right? So awareness and acceptance is what you should have. Love to be. Would you want to come on platform? Love to be kind to yourself. Very true. So when we say self-accept, that's what it means. I just was talking about the first 10 points of having a beautiful relationship with yourself. And self-awareness and self-acceptance are these two important words. If you are self-aware, if you are aware of your own positives, your negatives, your strengths, your weaknesses, and if you have learned to self-accept instead of self-criticize, and you are on the journey of improving yourself, I think that should be the foundation of building a great relationship with yourself. And absolutely, as Baldev says, that self-respect, and Shuchi says kindness, love and kind. You have to be loving yourself and you have to be kind to yourself. Shall I move on to the next question, guys? Okay, we were talking about self. Yolo, you want to say something, dear? Yolo, you want to say something?
Mic was on by mistake.
All right, all right. So the next question, Archika, are you back? Archika?
I guess kind of. Am I audible?
All right.
Am
So
I
the second,
audible?
absolutely audible. So the next question is, which of the following? No, I will not give the component. Or shall I give options to everybody, Archika? I'll give
I
four
think you
options.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which of
we
the
have.
following is a key component of self-awareness? Ignoring emotions, suppressing thoughts, understanding one's own thoughts and emotions, or conforming to societal norms? Everybody.
Understanding, ma'am.
What understanding? Hey, Noor.
Understanding self-thoughts.
Good
Hi, ma'am.
afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon, ma'am.
afternoon.
Assalamualaikum, madam. Understanding our own thoughts जरूरी है, ma'am.
So पूरा sentence क्या? Thoughts and emotions both, right? अगर हम अपनी खुद की थॉट्स और इमोशंस दोनों से कनेक्ट होंगे तभी हम कुछ कर पाएंगे. Make sense?
बिल्कुल, ma'am.
All right. So shall I move on to the next question? What does self-acceptance involve? I'm giving you four options. What does self-acceptance involve? constant comparison to others, embracing one's strengths and weaknesses, seeking perfection, ignoring personal growth. What is self-acceptance? I'll repeat the options if you want.
Embracing, ma'am.
Huh?
एम्ब्रेसिंग सेल्फ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जो भी आप सेकंड ऑप्शन में बोले थे ना
जो भी बोले मैं रिपीट मारती हूँ उसको, ठीक है? व्हाट डज
इसलिए मैम
मैं सेंटेंस बोलूंगी जो तुम बोली और
हाँ,
तुमको उसको रिपीट करना होगा, चलेगा?
ओके मैम
चलेगा. Embracing one's strengths and weaknesses.
Embracing one's strengths and weaknesses.
Very good. So अगर हम अपनी हमारी जो स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं और हमारी वीकनेसेस, हमारे जो पॉजिटिव्स हैं और नेगेटिव्स हैं, अगर हम उनको समझते हैं और उनके ऊपर वर्क कर रहे हैं, सो दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड सेल्फ एक्सेप्टेंस, राइट? मैं एक्सेप्ट करती हूँ कि मैं परफेक्ट नहीं हो सकती हूँ हर चीज में, राइट? I could not understand what Shruti is saying, and Baldev is writing something. Baldev, why don't you come on platform and we'll talk about what you're saying? The balance between accepting yourself as you are while knowing you deserve better and then working for it. That's a beautiful thing what you wrote, Baldev. Absolutely. Would you want to come up and talk and say? Okay. Baldev is not coming up. Next question, guys. You have to tell me whether this statement is true or false. Self-compassion involves treating oneself with kindness and understanding in times of failure or difficulty. I'll repeat it. Self-compassion involves treating oneself with kindness and understanding in times of failure and difficulty.
It's true.
Yeah, ma'am.
True.
True.
Why is it true? And Shuchi is also there. Yolo says true. Noor says true. Shuchi, you want to say something, dear?
Yeah, because we've accepted ourselves as we are. So we have to be compassionate towards ourselves also.
Exactly. Compassionate by being kind and understanding, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And in the difficult times all the more, क्योंकि difficult times में ही हम अपने आप को सबसे ज्यादा कोस रहे होते हैं.
Right. Those are the testing times for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any other things which anybody wants to add? Baldev also very beautifully wrote something beautiful down there. Next question, guys, is what role does self-esteem play in building a positive relationship with oneself? Achika, after this question, are you ready to take on the questions? I'm repeating the question. What role does self-esteem play in building a positive relationship with oneself? Why is it important to have self-esteem? Why? What does it contribute towards? Self-esteem. First of all, what is the meaning of self-esteem?
Respecting your own self.
Self-esteem is respecting your own self, connecting with your own self, knowing yourself better. What else?
Self-awareness and esteem. How are they different?
That's where is the question. What is self-esteem, guys?
Prioritize your work.
What is that? Self-esteem is not about...
Prioritizing yourself over others.
When I talk about self-esteem, guys, very simple meaning is the way you value and look at yourself. Self-esteem is the kind of opinions you carry for yourself. Opinions and beliefs you carry for yourself. The image, in simple words, you carry of yourself. Do you think that you are a good person, you're a positive person? Do you think you're a smart person? Or do you think you're somebody who can't do things right? So it is, आप अपने बारे में, खुद के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं? वही आपका सेल्फ एस्टीम होता है और वही आपका जो कॉन्फिडेंस है बढ़ाता है. अगर आपको अपनी एबिलिटीज के ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है तो आप कभी भी अपने बारे में पॉजिटिव नहीं सोचते हो, एंड देन यू विल बी ऑलवेज डाउटिंग योर एबिलिटीज. सो सेल्फ एस्टीम होने का मतलब ये है that if you have a positive self esteem, that means you're confident of yourself. And Baldev writes to okay, there are a lot of comments. Baldev, why don't you come up and talk?
मैं स्वैप कर रही मैं.
नहीं, जगह है रे, है तो जगह. अच्छा, स्वैप की क्या? अच्छा, आओ बलदेव, लेट्स. Baldev, come on. Let me just. There is no place for Baldev, is it? Baldev is writing something. Who would read it down?
I can't see anybody.
No, yeah, I think I can't see Baldev, but we can see the comments. And now Shuchi is also writing something. Some network issue with Baldev, is it?
I'm not writing anything, but it's showing something else.
Okay. So the network is playing
Yeah.
tunes with everybody today, which
Yeah.
is all right. So long as हमारी खुद की तार खुद से जुड़ी हुई है और पॉजिटिव तरीके से जुड़ी हुई है, कहीं ना कहीं पहुंच जाएंगे. So the next question, guys, is which of the following statements, I'm going to give you 4 statements, which of the following statements promotes a positive self-talk? Gaurav and Harshit, this is for you also, guys, so pay attention. I am not good enough. I will never succeed. I am better than everyone else. I'm constantly learning and growing.
I'm constantly learning and
Wow. And why not the other ones, my dear?
second last one also good. But I forgot first one was. What was the first one line?
I'm no good at all.
I'm not good enough. That's a teacher speaking. You see that?
Yeah, but no, you don't have to demotivate by saying yourself these things, because you are able to do anything. You have to understand yourself more, that you have to work on what you have to work on, or these things.
Right. Absolutely. Anybody else wants to say something? Choosing positive thoughts that empower you over those that limit you. Wow. To empower you over those that limit you. So yes, we already spoke about self-esteem. Next question, guys. I'm not giving you any options this time. It's very easy, right? Giving you options. So let you put your brains to it. What is the importance of setting realistic goals for oneself? It is easy, I think, yeah?
Importance of setting realistic goals.
Right. Importance of setting realistic goals. Why is it important? In the meantime, anybody else who is down there wants to join in on the speaker panel. And you know the beautiful part, I can't see myself on the speaker panel. And it is telling me to join as a speaker. Are you sure you can hear me, guys?
We can't
Yes,
see you, but we can hear
we
you.
also don't see you.
Where are you, Ashima? I finally reached my destination, and I think now I'm in network.
I don't know. I can't see myself. It is saying join as a speaker, and I can't see myself, and I'm wondering if you all can hear me.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I have become omnipotent today, guys. Omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. Okay. These 3 words can, put an
It's
ego
very
into
simple.
a
तुम
person.
गायब हो गई हो.
गायब नहीं हो गए. गायब हो गई होती तो मैं सुनाई कैसे दे रही हूँ?
बस सुनाई दे रही हो, दिखाई नहीं दे रही है.
मिसेस इंडिया बन गई है.
Mrs. India. This is cool, man.
All right, everybody. Back to the question. What is the importance of setting realistic goals? Goals, but realistic goals for oneself.
Because then only you can turn them into reality.
Satish Bhaj
Otherwise,
was okay. It's a bug. Okay, Satish is saying it's a bug. Yasuchi is saying something. Sorry.
I said then only you can turn them into reality. Otherwise, if you don't have real time goals, then you keep playing with them.
But if you
And
have
I'm
put
talking,
realistic goals, what happens? What happens at that time? That's my question. It
Do we all
helps
know
in.
actually, Ashima, that realistic goals and the goals we are making, are they realistic?
That is
Or
what?
we
That is
are
how you work. Goal setting is what? And realistic
most
goal
of the
setting is.
time people they come and they are not aware what goal setting is. Okay, I want to do this. I want to. Yeah, please carry on.
I
Satish has
think,
come online. Yeah, go on, Satish.
yeah, ma'am. When we put the realistic goal, I think we can visualize ourselves what we want for to do.
और एक और चीज आती है जब
We
आपको
can self
पता हो.
reflection.
Okay, self reflection. All right.
Yeah, ma'am. Go ahead.
All right. What else? What else? अगर मैंने एक ऐसा गोल सेट किया है खुद से समझ के, um, and I know that this is something which I have targeted, एक realistic goal set किया है. What does that give me? Does that give me that motivation and it gives me that resilience कि अरे ये तो करना ही है भाई. The resilience, as I just said a few minutes back, is the spirit of bouncing back.
Yeah,
Resilience
if
is.
we are putting yeah, if we are putting realistic goals, we are motivated and we have the fire in ourselves that we can do it because we know our abilities. That on basis we are making the realistic goals. So I think if we are taking realistic goals, we are really visualize that things, and we are so connected with that. So yes, it is a good thing.
Good thing what?
Like good thing because we
So
are
when you.
so near to it. Like if we have abilities, then only na we are putting that realistic goal. If like I have ability to lead the team, so I'm making the goal according to that, which is my leadership skill. So we are connected to it, and we know that I have this quality and I'm little different from other, and that's why I'm choosing this.
All right. Get that. So which means it builds resilience. As you said, I'm able to do it. It gives you the ability to bounce back. It gives you the ability to go after it. And it gives you the ability of standing in front and standing tall in front of all the failures. Because आपने बहुत सोच समझ के एक realistic goal बनाया है. Isn't it?
yeah.
But Ashima, what if we
Also,
do the other way around? That will
Which
work
is?
really good.
Which is?
Which is first you set a goal, what you want to achieve, and then you start working towards your skills and whatever it's required. So
No,
then
no,
you are
I'm not
actually
talking about
working.
that. The question is
No,
very
no.
simple. Yeah,
I
go
got
on.
this thing. YOLO was like, I'll make my goals as per they are realistic because I know my capabilities, I know my reach, I know
No, no,
myself,
no,
my
no, no,
skills.
no, 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 no. The question is very simple. When I set realistic goals, and when I set realistic goals, I've set them only after considering a lot of thoughts and a lot of points, right?
Yeah.
So when I've
Exactly.
set
My
a.
point was same, Ashima, but I was saying that let's try it in a different way.
When I have set a my question is, when I've set a realistic goal, would it give me the resilience of bouncing back every time it takes me to failure? A simple question.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
resilience. Yeah?
Definitely
Yeah.
because I said before that like if we have the ability, we definitely have the motivation to regrow whenever we fall down, to restart
Right.
anything because motivation.
Right. Absolutely. Achika, you were saying something.
No, I was just trying to understand Yolo's point, and after that, I was just suggesting to do this other way round. When you are setting realistic goals, and you know your capability. Okay, I can do this. I will do it. I know I'm able to. But when we are not aware and but we are setting a goal that I want to do this, I want to reach this, but then I'm working towards my skill. I'm enhancing my skills. I'm learning new things just to reach that goal. What I'm already having, it's very much there inside me, and I can work on that. But what I'm not
Okay.
having, if I work on those skills, that would be, I was just saying, the different perspective I was presenting.
Yeah, we'll take that perspective in
Okay.
the discussion. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is a healthy coping mechanism for stress? And I'm not giving you any options. You tell me, what are the healthy coping mechanisms for stress? Who wants to come in? Healthy coping mechanisms for stress. What are the healthy coping mechanisms for stress? Nobody?
Don't react on the stress rather than working on the important thing you have to do. Give the importance more. Like, don't give importance to strengths and focus on the strength and getting low. And I think stress we can by taking deep breaths and like calming yourself down. Like, be calm. We stop for 2 seconds. We will definitely do that for the goal, but for taking breaks also give something like to take a long step for ahead.
If I'm having stress, my dear बच्चा, I can't avoid it, है ना? अगर मैं बोलूंगी मैं उसको इग्नोर करूं, वो मुझे और स्ट्रॉन्ग तरीके से वापस आएगा. It will try to, take me on in a bigger way. What do you say? स्ट्रेस को दूर करना है, उसको छुपाना नहीं है कि नहीं कुछ भी नहीं है.
Busy yourself with another work, ma'am.
Like
If you have stress about your study or about your exam, then busy yourself in your friends, then spend time with your family. And the main thing which helped me to giving out of stress is to being spiritual every single day. It's helped me to realize who am I, why
okay.
I'm born for this, and what's my work to do, what's my capability. Whenever I
All right.
focus on that purpose, that things now, then my stress is automatically low down.
Absolutely. When you try to address the stress in some ways, for example, you try to do a physical exercise, you try to talk to yourself and say, oh yeah, this is the situation where I'm getting some stress, so I need to work on it. And physical exercise, talking to somebody, doing some exercises like we've given you 5 senses techniques, they help. Archika, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to know that do we have a connection with stress and frustration? And recently, I think everybody's on Instagram and everybody must be seeing that reel where mother is kneading a dough and she's like, my hands are aching, मेरे तो joints में बहुत pain है, and the son who is standing there and he's like कि अच्छा ये समझो ये मैं हूँ. और उसके बाद जो मदर उसके साथ करना शुरू करती है डो के साथ, मतलब परफेक्ट डो बन जाता है. So that is also a coping mechanism. I want to ask you all, क्या हम कभी ऐसा कर रहे होते हैं कि बहुत स्ट्रेस, बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है, किसी पे बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेशन हो रही है एंड वी आर गेटिंग समथिंग टू बीट एंड उसको इतनी इंटेंसिटी से करते हैं ना कि सारी फ्रस्ट्रेशन निकल जाए. या फिर जो एथलीट्स है दे लाइक रनिंग, वी रन लाइक वी से ऑलवेज दिस कि अगर बहुत गुस्सा आता है, बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेशन स्ट्रेस हो रहा है तो पूरा ऐसे रनिंग, गो फॉर बॉक्सिंग, गो फॉर वर्कआउट, यू डू विद टू मच इंटेंसिटी.
We taking that strength of like getting stressed, that strength from a positive way. Like from me, I think stress, if we getting stress, I do for myself is to what I from what I getting the stress. If like I'm not finding I'm studying good, so from that I is getting stress, like I'm not doing study, and continuously just thinking about it, this give me stress. But if
But
I'm doing
please
that,
tell
my
me this
mind will
time.
get calm.
YOLO, please tell me, everybody, please tell me that when we are doing that act, when we are taking out that stress, frustration, or aggression, whatever we can say, though they are different things, they impact differently on our brains. And yesterday I told everybody that how stress impacts three parts of the brain, and different parts I mentioned, hippocampus, amygdala, and prefrontal. We have a four part in our brain. That's a long thing. I'll explain sometime else. So that is a physical strength we use or a mental strength works there. उस टाइम पे इतनी फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ शायद हमें वैसे ना हो, बट जब एक ये वाला जो फैक्टर आता है ना, फ्रस्ट्रेशन, स्ट्रेस एंड एग्रेशन, तो हम अपनी फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ से ज्यादा कुछ कर जाते हैं बिकॉज
Yes.
मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ काम कर रही होती है.
Yeah.
Do we do that? Please, guys, come up and tell me.
Yes. Let me share my own what I do with my stress. Like if I'm saying that, like if I'm
Yeah, please.
not good at study and taking stress by repeating in my mind, like I'm not doing, it's not, it will definitely not going your stress, you just continuing with the stress. But if you work on that, like if I start study for only half an hour, will definitely come down, my stress will come down on that point. So working on that, what you are taking for stress, make the stress down. So working on that, taking your energy on that rather than just focusing on thinking and making your mind like more hodgepodge thing. So why don't we taking physically do that thing rather than just thinking on mind and giving mind stressed, giving mind heavy and a headache and all. I think like this. I do myself like this and treat myself like this. So
Okay, that's nice. And actually, in this question, Ashima mentioned one word, coping mechanism. Mechanism is something we have a set of defense mechanism in ourselves. Before I'll tell Ashima to go to next question, and I'm planning to explain all these defense mechanism of our brain in complete one session. I would like to have because there are different kind of mechanism work. But for now, I can explain one mechanism जो बहुत ही commonly हम use करते हैं without even knowing, that is a denial. This is a mechanism
yeah.
which activates itself. अपने आप एक्टिवेट होता है. यू आर डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग, कुछ भी आप गलत करके आए और आपको किसी ने कन्फ्रंट किया, डिड यू डू दैट, सो विदाउट इवन रियलाइजिंग फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड, नो 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 आई डिडंट डू दैट, डिनायल, फाइन. सो आप वो करना नहीं चाहते थे या आपने सोचा नहीं था ऐसा होगा, बट वो जो मैकेनिज्म है वो अपने आप एक्टिवेट हुआ कॉन्शियस माइंडर्स में और अपने आप आपने आंसर दे दिया कि नहीं नहीं मैंने नहीं किया. So like this, we have different kind of mechanism work, and I'll definitely take one session and explain this. So I think I'll go to the next question, and that says, what does practicing gratitude involve? Should I give options?
Yes.
It's like focusing only on negative aspects, appreciating and acknowledging positive aspects of life, complaining about everything, or it's ignoring one's surroundings.
Ignoring around things.
प्रैक्टिसिंग ग्रेटिट्यूड्स में क्या क्या इन्वॉल्व होता है? व्हाट डज प्रैक्टिसिंग ग्रेटिट्यूड इन्वॉल्व?
Acknowledging your good things and working on
Appreciating
that.
and acknowledging positive aspects of life.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to add on to it, or you want to build it up on this?
Yes. Like if we are more thinking on negative thoughts, if you're getting doing that things which is your strength is, will definitely give you motivation, which will provide you the energy
No, you
to
know
do
what we are
that things
doing.
also, like.
What No,
Hmm.
no, understand it. If we are practicing gratitude, right? अगर मैं रोज किसी को थैंक यू भी बोलती हूँ, सॉरी भी बोल देती हूँ, कोई अच्छा करता है तो उसको थैंक यू कहना नहीं भूलती हूँ. I'm practicing this. I'm not missing out on anybody. Somebody is giving a glass of water, I'm saying thank you. Somebody giving me a way on the road, and I'm saying thank you. So I'm practicing gratitude. So when I'm practicing it, so
Hmm.
what is actually going in my brain? What is my state of mind? What I'm thinking? Why I'm doing that? What kind of thoughts I'm having in my brain, that I'm actually saying thank you. When we say thank you, when we are pleased, when we are satisfied, when we are happy, when we are smiling, then only we say thank you. Or do we say thank you when we are very angry? Thank you. Do we say that? Do we do
Not
that?
at all. When we will definitely do after when we satisfy, when we happy, and someone gives some help and someone gives some compliment and all,
Yeah.
we will get happy and we will get something if somebody help. So for
So
yeah,
we are
we can
appreciating.
say,
We are
yeah,
appreciating somebody.
appreciating.
We are
Yeah,
acknowledging the
somebody
effort
do
they are
something
making.
for us, so our responsibility to give him this, that we get it. Thank you for this, we get it, we get your point, we get you, will definitely provide you one day if you are need some help, if you yeah, we one day we will also do good things with the person also. So
I'll ask Kashima, she wants to join back.
I am here. I disappeared. I could not join. I tried for 3-4 minutes and then finally I could join. So from being invisible, I went dead and then I came back to life again. Right? Archika, what's the next question? Go on to the next. Are you asking the next question?
Okay, can we say like what is the significance of embracing imperfections in oneself? Am I audible? Okay, maybe I'm feeling like I'm losing in between because I'm moving here and there. So we were okay. I'll ask very different question, and this is something very. I think you would love to answer. This is, which of the following is a component of emotional intelligence? Ignoring emotions, suppressing emotions, understanding and managing emotions, or denying emotions. So you have to understand the fact what is emotional intelligence and which of the following is a component of emotional intelligence. Okay, guys.
definitely third one.
Understanding.
Yeah, understanding and
Understanding
managing
Yes,
the
ma'am.
emotions.
Great. You guys are great. Okay, so you want to say something about the emotions, how we are understanding, how we are handling. How do you do that?
uh, understanding
कैसे
the
मैनेज करते हैं
emotion.
आप लोग और समझ कैसे आ रहे होते हैं कि अच्छा ये कौन सा वाला इमोशन चल रहा है?
Maybe sometimes I getting lack of understanding what I'm feeling actually, because
Hmm.
I'm not much aware of those emotions, what I have feeling. Okay, so managing emotion, what managing emotion is like, if you are sad, if you are like not getting what you want, you will definitely get sad. This is my emotion. When I don't get anything, I get sad, but we have to manage it at the time. We have to accept it. Like if we are sad, is not a bad thing. You have to we have to feel it and work next, do next thing, and like उसी के साथ आगे बढ़ना होता है कि ओके आपको हर तरीके के इमोशंस को फील करना है. डोंट गेट इनटू वेरी मच. लाइक सैड है तो आप पूरा उसी में दिन भर नहीं बिताना है आपको. उसको ठीक है एक पॉजिटिव वे में लेना है कि आई गेट सैड ऑफ इट, आई विल डू नेक्स्ट टाइम बेटर सो आई कैन फील हैप्पी और गेट समथिंग व्हाट मेक्स मी हैप्पी. सो आई थिंक
Correct. Emotional intelligence itself is an understanding of your emotions as well as other person's emotion. That is what the intelligence is. जहाँ पे हम कहते हैं हाँ, ये this student is very intelligent, so it just his or her intelligence is working for him only. No, for everything. If somebody comes to him and somebody asks help, तो उसकी intelligence उसके लिए भी उतना ही काम करेगी. So if we are having the concept and we have clarity about emotional intelligence, so we can understand our emotions and we can understand other person's emotions as well. What do you say, guys? Have you ever tried? Sometimes a friend is upset or sometimes they're disturbed and they're saying, I don't know what I'm feeling, I don't know what to say. मतलब मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रहा कि क्या कहना है और क्या करना है और मेरे को ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है. And sometimes when we understand that person, we understand emotion, we try to comfort him. We say कि are you feeling like this? Is this is happening to you because of this? And they're like हाँ शायद यही हो रहा है मेरे साथ, तो मैं ना समझा ही नहीं पा रहा था, मैं बता ही नहीं पा रहा था मेरे को क्या लग रहा है. परफॉर्मेंस एंजाइटी जो हो जाती है एग्जाम से पहले. अब एग्जाम देना है और उसके पहले हमें एंजाइटी हो गई. अब हमें ये नहीं पता कि ऐसा हो क्यों रहा है हमारे साथ. पढ़ा तो है, एक रिवीजन भी किया है, एवरीथिंग इज डन, बट व्हाई वी आर फेसिंग इट?
Because we are getting too nervous for the future, not we are in present. That's why we're getting anxiety.
Because we cannot
And even
accept the
I
reality.
don't understand it my class 12th what is anxiety is.